Welcome friends to our day 3. Today we're going to be moving through a series of reclined asanas, so it would be quite fitting to actually call this laid back yoga. We are going to release all that tension and stress out of our body, as well as improve our flexibility. So all you will need today is just yourself, a mat and a yoga strap or a belt. So let's do it. All right guys, so let's begin today standing at the very top of the mat. Let's start by releasing all that stress and tension in our lower back, in our body. Reach those arms up to the sky. Exhale, spread them out wide and come into a forward fold. So we're quite stiff now in the morning. This is our first forward fold. So we're not going to go too low. Inhale, come back up, roll those shoulders back. Reach up with the arms, bring the palms together. Exhale, spread those fingers wide, pushing into the mat with your feet. And coming down about halfway, what we're going to do now is we're just going to grab the elbows with opposite hands and just allow gravity to do the rest. Coming into a dangling pose, just swinging from left to right. Opening the back of the legs, opening the hips, stretching through the lower back. That's it, just like this. Just do what feels good for you right now. Breathe in, and with every exhale, you'll notice how your body becomes heavier. You can feel a nice deep stretch in the back of your thighs. As bend the knees and slowly pushing the feet into the mat. Let's roll it up for 3, 2, 1. Roll those shoulders back. Big inhale, reach up for the sky. Exhale, fold all the way. Inhale, halfway lengthen. Exhale, lower. One more time like this. Inhale, come halfway, making sure that your spine is straight. We're not so interested in how straight the legs are. We're really interested in how straight the spine is. I don't want you to round through your back. I want you to keep shoulders back at a nice straight back. So is this as far as you can come? That's perfectly fine. Let's just stay here for a couple of breaths, feeling that nice stretch, starting the day so that we can have a nice positive day, feeling so good after this. Inhale. And exhale, and then just bend the knees and let's come into the center of the mat. So we're going to start seated in the center of the mat. We're going to bring the soles of the feet together, coming into Baddha Konasana. So the wider your diamond shape is, the easier it will be for you to fold forward. So just practice with your feet, see how close to your hips you can bring your heels, and let's just hold on to the toes and gently bring movement to the upper body, making sure that the lower body is not moving. We're just moving the upper body here. Breathe in and relax, let it all out, and let's just begin to flap those knees up and down just like a butterfly. Opening the hips and the hip flexors. So you're going to feel maybe a little bit of a tension or restriction right here in the groin where the thigh meets the pelvis, and that's fine. Now we all have a different level of flexibility, like I always say, so maybe your knees are all the way up here, and that's absolutely fine. Just, you got to play around with yoga. Everybody's journey is individual and unique, so is yours. All right, beautiful. And then from here, we're just gonna cross our legs in front of us, just like this. We're gonna bring the palms back behind us, and we're going to push those hips forwards, lifting the pelvis. See if you can tilt your head back as well. Push forward, just keep on pushing, keep on pushing. And release slowly back to the mat. Bring the soles of the feet back together. See if you can come up and down, lower as you exhale. Inhale and exhale. A few more movements like this. Very nice. It's going to feel so good on your pelvis and on your lower back. One more. And now we're just going to open those legs out to the side. Just staying right here. Feeling that nice stretch in the inner part of the legs. Some of you will feel this in different parts of your body even, and that's fine. I feel it very much in this part of my leg, but you may feel it somewhere completely different. Keeping a straight back. So if you have a tendency of rounding like this because you can't keep your upper body straight, then I just suggest you use a pillow or a thin blanket to put underneath your glutes just to lift your hips up, and that will allow you to keep a straighter back. Now see if from here we can do little circles. This is quite advanced maybe for early morning, but we're going to be moving through the hip flexors, and let's go to the other side. So we're just bringing gentle movements to the body, trying to increase that flexibility. And if you're doing this in the morning, like I say, it's going to feel real tight maybe. One more. Good. And from here, we're just going to bring those legs together. You're going to feel a little bit stiff. And just come down, all the way down onto our mat. So from here, we're going to make sure that the back and the pelvis is well grounded. We're going to extend those arms out to the side. Bring your legs up at 90 degrees so that the hips are in line with the knees. And all we're going to do is we're just going to allow those knees to fall towards the right. Just like this. And then you can roll your head and look over your left side. Feeling that nice spinal twist. Breathing in. Preparing us for the day ahead. Feel that beautiful stretch in your back. On your next inhalation, we're going to come back to center. And on the exhale, we're going to take it over to the other side. And we're slowly falling here because we're allowing gravity to do the work. Just breathe in. And breathe out. Looking over your right side if you want. Feel that nice deep stretch in the lower back, in the spine. These are like really healing, restorative poses that we're doing today. So whenever you feel like you have a bad day or you need some loving, you can always come back to this class. And coming back to center, we're going to plant the feet on the mat. Keep those arms out, extended. We're just going to open the feet a bit wider than the hips, and we're just going to allow our legs to just fall over from one side to the other. So a gentle twist here, just gently moving, waking up that spine, stretching all the muscles in the back, warming them up. One more. And then from here, we're just going to bring the arms in, going to bring the knees into the chest, begin to extend those legs. And let's just rock from side to side. Gentle movements. And now we're going to see if you can bring, how low can you bring your legs? So holding on behind, maybe behind the knees, or behind the calves, or grabbing onto your ankles if you can. Or if you can't, you can just grab a yoga strap and put it around your feet and just hold onto your feet and trying to bring those legs as close to your body as possible. And be careful when you're gently rocking from side to side because you don't want to fall off your mat. Beautiful, friends. You can even close your eyes. And now let's just lift that pelvis off the mat, just like this. Just little lifts, keeping those legs straight. Or if your knees have to be bent like this, then that's also okay. And let's just release. Extend the left leg all the way out. Bring the right leg right into the chest, holding on to that knee, massaging that hip flexor. And now coming into a half happy baby pose. So you can just hold on to the outside of your foot just like this. And if you feel that your spine is starting to arch, you're starting to have a gap here, then all you have to do is bend that opposite leg. Just like this, that will ground your spine to the mat. But if not, see if you can keep your left leg fully extended. Bringing this knee as close to the armpit as possible. And it's quite normal if you find that your leg's starting to shake, just like me. Beautiful, let's change sides. So extend the right leg out, left knee comes into the chest, and just gently bring movement to it. Now you don't have to copy exactly every single move I do. You can do also little circles like this to one side or the other. The whole thing about yoga is that you find what feels good for you, as we're all unique and different on this journey. Now let's come into a half happy baby on this side. So grabbing the foot from the outside and allowing that knee to fall as close to the armpit as possible. Breathing in. And remember, if your back starts to arch, you can always just bend the other leg, okay? Breathing into your groin. One more breath. Inhale it all in. And as you exhale, we're going to release, bending the legs. Feet planted on the mat. We're going to inhale, push those feet into the mat and lift that pelvis as high as you can. Lift, lift, lift. You can stay right here with your palms on the mat, or if you want a deeper stretch, you can interlace the fingers and bring your hands just underneath your glutes, giving yourself a nice upper back and shoulder stretch here. Just hold it. And one more breath. Big inhale in. Exhale. Inhale. And on the exhale, we're just going to slowly lower down. So move your hands out of the way if you had your hands in place, and then slowly release one vertebrae at a time, rounding through the back. Beautiful, my friends. And let's extend the legs out into Shavasana, palms facing up. You've done an incredible job today of warming your body, of stretching, increasing your flexibility. This is such a good class to do as soon as you get out of bed, or at the end of a heavy working day, if you've been sitting all day, or maybe even standing all day. Close your eyes here and just notice how you feel right now. Last inhale. And on the exhale, begin to bring movement to your fingers and toes and roll your head over to one side and then the other side. Just gentle head rolls. as you're moving your fingers and toes. And now we're going to plant both feet on the mat. Reach your right arm over your head, coming onto our side to a fetal position. And then let's come on up onto the center of our mat. Let's finish our class. This was a beautiful, beautiful way to start your day. Let's take a big inhale together. Reach those arms up to the sky. Arms together. Stretch that body. Stretch it up. Try and reach the sky. Exhale. Bring your hands to your heart. Inhale one last time, really slowly. Feel the air flowing through your fingers. Stretch that body, bring your abs in, stretch it, stretch it. Try and reach the sky with your fingertips. Come on, you can do it. Arms together, stay here. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale it all out. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you feel so relieved and so much better and stronger to take on your day. You're going to have a beautiful day today, and I will see you tomorrow for day 4. Namaste.